Cloud Pack. It's Mama Bear, aka Bernadette, and also aka was looking away from the camera when it was time to start the broadcast because it's Halloween and there's kooky stuff going on in my house, which I didn't expect. Anyway, how is everybody? How are you? How are you? How are you? Let me know in the chat. I have missed you all terribly, and I have missed you, and my ravens have missed you. Yes, I'm talking to ravens now, like my good friend Corby Mitlide, who does amazing things with ravens. And for some reason, I don't have the chat filling in yet. What the heck is going on? Ta-da! There you are. Oh my God! Happy Halloween, everybody. But before we get started, let me tell you the most mystical, magical thing of all. Guess whose name you're seeing in the chat? It's Teapot. Yay! Jetta Joe. She has returned and she is joining us. And we are so happy to have her. We have missed her. I have missed you all so much. Oh my God, Angel Heart. Hey, Emily. Hey, Jamie. Oh my gosh. Hey, Christina. Everybody. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Emily Ackerson, you are so adorable. And so we are going to get started here. I promise it's just, hey, Raven, Gypsy Nana, woo! Hey, Keith, I've got just a few, Marcia, good morning. And y'all can come and go for a while. I don't know how long Teapot will be able to stay with us, but, I'm just going to go until, right before 1 o'clock. I've got it doesn't matter. I can't stay past 1 o'clock. So anyway, but the Spirit Scopes will be out later this afternoon, and hopefully I am in the place where I can start doing all my lives again, and you guys will get the daily readings again. Who doesn't love shorts? If you people are trying to build a business online, get your behind the shorts, man. They're killing it in the search engines, which leads me, hey, Michelle, and oh, hey, listen, you guys. Pearl Carter is here, and Pearl is we don't even know what she is. She's just she means everything to our group. And she has a lot of experience with PTSD, and she has started an online Facebook book. It's not open yet. It's a private group. I don't think it's open. Let me know if it's open, Pearl, but it's called PTSD Supporters Oasis. And I'm telling you, she's like the amazing resource queen. She's crazy good. Raven Jensen is here. If you are interested in, oh my God, what doesn't she do and do really well? Human design. I don't know why she's not giving astrology readings. She's a pretty amazing astrologer. Tarot, psychic, mediumship, shamanism, shamanic stuff. She's totally into the plant, plant love, plant medicine. Check her out. If I'm missing anybody, Keith, he does. Hey, Tyron. Hey, Eve. You like my glasses? You guys, let me tell you something. Temu.com. People bitch, wail, and moan. They don't trust it. They don't this. They don't that. I've never had a bad experience with Temu. Not once. And so maybe I'm just a lucky one. Steph, she is an amazing, coach that is like an anxiety coach and a Steph, what do you do? Tell me what you want people to know. Like, what's your thing? And because it's slipping my mind just this minute, I'm trying to stay in super psychic mode, which I am, by the way. And let me get this out so you guys can tell me who this is. So I'm here putting on what little makeup I have on right now. Dang, I was going to do it upright, but Mama Bear running late. What a surprise. So, I just had this guy pinging in my head all morning long, and I could hardly get anything done because he kept cracking me up. So if any of you have a male, this would be an older male, although I feel like he passed away early, maybe like in his 50s or early 60s, and he loved to go bowling. Now that's a lot of people on the planet, a lot of men on the planet. the evidence, if you've never seen me work before, I'm an evidential psychic medium. If I can't give you evidence that's specific to you that only you would know, there's no way for me to know. I mean, I can't see your face, and it's not like you're sending me text messages or anything. So if I can give you specific information like what's about to come about this bowling thing that's so dang funny, then I don't consider it a message, and we just keep at it until I get you the message from the other side if it's mediumship. But mostly today I'm going to flip tarot because I want everybody to get as much of a message as possible. I never ever work with crow energy. It's just not, birds are not my thing. I love them, but they're not the animal. Um, they're not the type of animal I'm most connected to. I'm a mammal person, through and through and through. So anyway, they were caw, 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 caw in my ear and laughing their behindies off and playing with shiny things in my bedroom. And in spirit is what I mean. And so this guy was just cracked up over his bowling shoes. So if any of you have somebody who passed over, a man, and he had a thing, Tyrion, I'm so glad to see you. Hey, Lori. And he had a thing about his bowling shoes. Like maybe y'all teased him. They looked like clown shoes, or he called them his clown shoes, or maybe this guy really did dress up like a clown, like, because I see him doing parades like Shriners, like being in the Shriners or being in the something like that, but dressing like a clown. But there's something about bowling in this guy's shoes. Okay. Oh, Emily, it's you. Your grandpa had many, many trophies. Is this for bowling or for his shoes? Ah, hey, Sadif, how are you? Oh, I missed you. I missed everybody. Yes, Steph incorporates intuitive guidelines through oracle readings in her coachings as well. Y'all, let me tell you something. This girl has fought her way back from the brink, healed herself in ways that just leave me speechless. And honest to God, I would think that she was making that stuff up just to be one of the cool kids in the New Age movement. If I hadn't witnessed it myself, I've known her for like 12 or 13 years, Steph Reyes, and I've watched it happen, unfold, her healing herself right in front of my eyes. And so I know she can do the same for you. She's sweet as can be. She's beautiful. She's intuitive. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, there you have it. So, M, what's the story with your grandpa in these shoes? Oh, he was a carny and his dad. Okay. Emily, your grandpa is the funniest dude with he has a sense of humor that suits a Scorpio. I shall not repeat it over the airways, lest you all think I'm less of a lady. Any two of you that might actually think that. And hey, Michelle. Hey, Cynthia. Cynthia is another one. You give her a tarot deck and let her go to town intuitively. You'll sit there for hours. So Cynthia Turpin. Hey, Julie. But anyway, okay, so that's the story. Now we know. Thank you. And your grandpa says hey. And the other thing that he says is you'd think it would be more serious, but he just doesn't, he doesn't do serious. Like he'll tell you the story, but but even no matter how tragic it is, and you're not headed for anything tragic, don't panic, don't start to cry. He just, the serious stuff he doesn't talk about, but he does want you to know. I guess you've been questioning lately if you have ancestors supporting you. Stop already. Yes, you do. And he's the funnest one of all. So you might as well connect with him and start talking with him. He might have been a carny, but he was a foodie too. This guy loved food. So it sounds kind of kooky to waste food, although don't you have dogs or something you can give everything to? My sister and I have Chester, the 125-pound box, dumb as a box of rocks boxer, but he'll eat anything, and I mean anything. So we give him all the scraps, which is why he weighs 120 pounds. But that's beside the point. So there you go. You've got a message from Grandpa. Good for you. And whoever it was that made the Eve, thank you for the donation. That's very sweet. For those of you that don't know, 50% of what I make on my YouTube channel goes to support the animal charities that I support. And right now, there's about a million of them that need money, from hurricanes in Florida to two big backyard breeding hoarding situations, both within an hour and a half of my house here in Florida. They finally got busted, and all combined between those two places, they confiscated over 300 dogs. One of them, 130 chihuahuas. I just wanted to drive my car over there and shove every chihuahua in the back of my car and bring them home. But anyway, okay. Yeah, Merry Samhain, you guys. Happy Halloween. Okay, good. You give your chicken the scraps. Great. Who doesn't love a chicken? Okay, Sudith. All right. I love you too to pieces. Yes, I do. And I'm really compelled to pull a card for you. Actually, Sudith, I'm not compelled to pull a card for you because the animal that I know that's coming through for you is the lion. Do you have some kind of wow, you've got some kind of connection to lion energy that is, you're welcome, pumpkin. That is really just like front and center for you. And I see the strength card, but what's interesting is, and I've only ever seen this once before, literally once before, like 20 years ago, I was so confused. I was a beginning reader and I was like, oh my God, I've got tarot dyslexia because I saw, oh God, I saw the strength card, right? Which is the maiden, and she's got the lion calm down, and he's like, "Ah." The power of catnip. Big cats respond to catnip just like domestic cats do, by the way. And so I saw the card in reverse. I saw that the lion was calming the maiden down. And the people I was doing practice with in a circle thought I was a nut job. And they were like, well, not everybody gets everything right all the time. And I was like, nah, I know how kooky this is, but I know it's right. Anyway, 2 weeks later, it turned out to be the strangest thing, kooky and right. Not that it's about being right. It's about getting the right message to the right person at the right time so you can help them. That's what it's all about, right? So let me just say, sort of, I see you the same way. Look up the strength card and pretend you're the lion, but you are calming the maiden down. And I really think what that has to do is there is just so much golden, that golden mane that the lions have, and when the sun shines on it, you're like, it's like a whole sunset in itself, right? And that's what I see for you. So let me know in the chat if you've got some attachment to lions, because if you don't, too bad. They're attached to you right now, and they're working with you as both your power animal and your spirit animal. So don't be surprised if lion starts to show up all over the dang place for you. Hey, Stephanie Marie. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Eve. Okay, so the gal from with the European donation, Eve. Okay, Eve. I'm gonna flip. Eve, do you have some kind of a How's that? Is it back? Still no sound. I did that, Steph. Oh, you can hear me now. Yay, Aru! Da, 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 da. I'm back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have changed. Snatch your dang key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Okay, good. Yay, I'm back. All right. I don't even remember where I was. I was giving somebody a message about foxes and coyotes. Um, I don't remember what it was, but oh, it was Eve. Eve, hold on. Eve in Europe. Eve in Europe. Are you Eve in Europe? Are you somewhere Aru? Are you somewhere in Australia, Tasmania, New South Wales, or do you want to be in that place? I don't know. I just see that neck of the woods for you, that world for you. I see the Australia. Yep, that's what I'm back in. Thank you. Reading for Eve. Amanda Goff. Yeah, listen, you guys. Well, I fail to announce this all the time. So a couple things. It really helps me grow my channel and get awareness of the animals out there even more. If you'll like this video and subscribe to my channel, that would be like super groove. And even sign up for the newsletter. And so what I do is, okay, Sheila, no sweat. Um, I hey Janet, hey Amanda, I you're in Holland. That's weird. Oh, Eve, the mermaid. Yay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. We got to talk about Australia for you, though. I'm very drawn to Australia. Oh, okay. So, I when I start doing readings, I ask all everything out there, the all that is, the universe, all the guides, all the this, all the that, whatever's out there, to make sure that the messages that are given are meant for more people than just that one person, if at all possible. So many times you'll hear something in the reading times that I do that you're like, oh my God, she was talking right to me. Listen, I'm the one giving the readings, and sometimes I'm like, am I doing right by these people? Because, gee, that sounds like it's for me. And it was, but it was also for a whole bunch of you all. So don't phase out, right? Just because your name is not called, don't be like texting or doing this or doing that. Pay attention, because you just never know when you're going to get a message. Okay. Hey, everybody. Oh, Carrie, you're in New South Wales. Got it. Oh, and Tammy, you're in Australia. Okay. Sorry, Eve. I think I was picking up on the other people. I'm like, God, I just can't stop seeing the Gold Coast over there and the everything. And in all honesty, I'm obsessed with the TV show MKR. Obsessed. So, okay. Hey, Tanya. I'm so glad to see you there. Everybody say, hey, Tanya. She is the original social media maven. She's just had some things she's had going on, and taking care of business every day, taking care of business. Okay, Eve. What's up with that? I don't like that for you. Eve, is somebody okay, that's really interesting. Eve, is somebody around you, do you feel like they're not being protective of you, or they may not be telling you the truth exactly, or maybe there's been a little bit of something that makes you feel not safe in your own home? Um, oh, good gravy. I forgot about those people. Hey, you guys, listen, I will never, ever, ever hit you up and ask you for money in a reading and tell you I'm drawn to you. Inbox me for your free love reading. No, I'm not. If you want to book a reading with me, I'm totally down. It's 150 for an hour and 75 for a half an hour. And ain't, hey, Shelly, and ain't nan of my people gonna hit you up that way. That's just not gonna happen. It does not happen. So aw, teapot, I'm so happy to be here. You don't even know. Lordy, I lost her. Okay, Eve. So just let me know in the chat if you felt, because I just think it's kind of weird that you've got the dog upside down. That just doesn't seem like anything for you. I mean, I hey Angie, hey Anna, it just doesn't seem like, hey Laura, it has it, Gaia, it doesn't, Frank, hey dude, it doesn't seem like anything for you. So I feel like it's got to be an outside influence or an outside force, and I don't make me come to Holland and bust open a can of Mama Bear whoop ass on them, because I will. Oh yes, I will. So let me know if you're hey Angie. Let me know if you're just feeling kind of like somebody got to you or didn't treat you right or they weren't honest with you or whatever. But here's something that's super cool. So you've also got the centaur card, and she rarely comes out for anybody because centaurs are mostly thought of as big strapping males, with that 8 pack, and they're super hot and they're attached to this stallion body. Who wouldn't love that, right? um you almost never ever see a female centaur unless you're like deep into the fantasy world, in books and in cosplay and in gaming, that kind of thing. But I specifically chose, well, she specifically chose us to be a child centaur. And so people dismiss this card, but Eve, I really think if I had to pick one card in the deck that absolutely personified you. Okay, we talk about mermaids all the time, and I totally get it. But for me, this card perfectly personifies you because centaurs are bad ass. And their children, I suspect, are the same. But it's a little girl, and she still has that sweet look, that little girl quality. And I just think that she's um she's kept her inner child no matter how badass she's had to be or chooses to be for the outside world. And I feel like you've got a long way to go for something to achieve something, but you don't. You're there now, you just don't know it yet. So the next time we talk, or just send me an email and tell me what this thing is that you feel like, oh my God, it's going to take me years to achieve this or get this or whatever. And I'm going to be like, no, you had it like 6 months ago. And I'll show you how. We'll talk about how you flip a script and you see things differently so that you can see what the universe already knows. Like, you'll have the eyes to see and the ears to listen. The mentorship will help you a lot with that. And for those, yes, shameless plug, for those of you that haven't seen the newsletter, Homegirl is doing a mentorship that people apparently people are afraid to sign up for. I have talked to more people than you can imagine, and it's not the money, it's they're terrified. They're like, that's a lot in one mentorship. I don't know if I can keep up, because part of it is how to grow your business online, because I have a pretty big business online, so I'm pretty sure I know how to do it. And then we go deep into the tarot, the arc tarot, because it's a certification. So you're talking about the major, like the Rider Waite symbols of the tarot, and you're talking about adding the animal element into it. And then the other part of the class is learning to communicate with animal spirit guides and how to work with their energies, and just all of that kind of thing. And then every week we have a practice session every single week, and other stuff too, right? So please don't be a scared. Go ahead and if you need to talk to me, just call me at the office or set up an appointment, but don't let this opportunity pass you by. I just finished up a mentorship and I may never do it again. The people that are in that mentorship that are also doing this certification, they may never, they may never see the light of day of anything like that ever again. They may have been the beta testers, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next year. But anyway, okay. So, thank you, Raven. It is going to be epic. Hey, Cosmic Sky. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. And if you're on listening to me right now and you're a serious joy watcher, you watch Chris Witecki and you're interested in the mentorship, just let me know. Because Chris is like the dude. And he's at for those who sign up, I'm doing 4 free classes because I had to shove the class back till after January, 3 hurricanes. Go figure. And so I'm just gonna do some developmental kind of classes, getting people prepared for what's coming in January. And it's not that hard. Calm down. Just don't be a putz. Sign up for it. It'll be the best thing you ever, ever, ever did, especially if you want to do tarot or psychic readings, mediumship, animal communication, spirit animal work, that kind of thing. If you want to do that for a living and you're not achieving that yet, I can teach you how. Oh, yes, I can. So thank you, Keith. That is very Cynthia, thank you. Okay, so did somebody say they married Chris? No, he didn't get married. Oh, okay. I was like, nobody married Chris yet. Okay, there you go. Yeah, teapot. Yes, you can. I'll send you the junk. Okay. All right, so I'm back. Chris is an amazing astrologer. He totally is. And he loves it. He would talk about astrology all day long. Okay. So there was somebody, thank you for the donation. Somebody donated 19.99 and I'm going to pull a card for that person and then um somebody else asked me to pull a card and I told them yes, I absolutely. Oh, it was Sheila Ashford. Actually, let me pull Sheila's card first. So Sheila, I know the loss you just had, so I'm making myself get messages for you without dovetailing onto that situation in case it's today is not that day that that person comes through. But I feel like uh, owie. I feel like you have a lot of woodpecker energy around you. I don't know you really well, but we chat on Facebook sometimes. Do you have a thing for hey Trent? Okay, Shaylin, I'm gonna try to get as many people today. Um Honestly, I do every time. Um Sheila, do you have a thing for woodpeckers or have you been seeing a lot of woodpeckers lately or hearing them? Oh, one right out my window, like right now. Oh, you feed the birds. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence a bag. I used to be able to sing you guys, and then I had a whole like they ripped out my thyroid, and now I just can't. I sound like I don't even know. I sound like a lot of people at karaoke. That's what I sound like. It doesn't make me happy, but okay. So that makes a lot of sense. All right. So listen, here's the story, Sheila. Sometimes we have to connect the dots with readings, right? Like we'll get a message and we're like, is that a message? Kind of seems like a message, but maybe it's just my like what I want or my imagination or yeah, it could be all of those things. Truly, truly, truly can. But I have found that if we're not 1,000% sure about a message at that moment, just give it a little bit, and then there's going to be another like little grain in the sand, and we're like to follow the clues, right? Until we are ladybugs, and we put all the dots together, and we're like, oh, I get it. So I I would really encourage you to study everything you can about woodpecker energy. I feel like, and I'm just going to mention it, I just feel like your son was super hard headed and you're super hard headed. I think. I know that you're driven and I know that you're a good business person once you get your mind on something like that's just it, right? but hard-headed is a completely different story. And so, okay. So he's not, he is. He's still hard-headed. And the woodpeckers that you're seeing, are any of them kind of an unusual color, or are you seeing the kind of regular ones with the red crest and the white and that kind of thing? Because there are these really gorgeous orange ones. I just can't remember what region of the United States that they come from. And so, Jennifer, thank you. Um, you just got to pay attention to woodpecker energy because he's trying to get your attention. And the thing is right now, in your head consciously, you think you want that. But if you knew that you knew like 1,000% for sure that it was him, I think you're afraid that you would crumble to the ground and not be able to get back up. But my experience has led me to conclude that when people get a true visitation and they will see it as a true visitation, it might put you to your knees the first time, but it won't the next time, and it won't the next time. And then you'll develop this thing where you talk with him all the time. Talk with him all the time. Thank you, Anna. Thanks, Teapot. Hey, Sheila, Teapot put my article about woodpecker in the chat there. You can just click on that and go to the site. The sites are up, by the way. They were down for 2 days. For now, my company is with CyberPanel, and CyberPanel had a DDoS security attack, and thousands of sites went down for a couple of days. It was ugly. Guess who's not going to be with CyberPanel for very much longer? So there you have it. Oh, honey. I can't even imagine, Sheila, but he really is trying to get your attention. And what cracks me up is I just don't think you're a bird person. I don't think you dislike them, but I don't think birds are the first thing that you like go to when you're looking for a spirit animal or a power animal or a tarot card in the Arc deck. And for those of you that are just joining us, and we haven't, not everybody in the world knows who I am, strangely enough. And we haven't met yet. I am Bernadette King, but I go by the moniker Mama Bear because I can't keep my nose out of everybody's business. And I am the author of the truly multi-award winning and best-selling ginormous book about spirit totem and power animals. It's really an encyclopedia. It's got 300 animals in it. It's got all kinds of ways to interpret like their feathers and their footprints and make your own sigil and all that. And then also my first anything was, I swore I was going to be ready for all of this today, and yet I'm not. Hold, please. God, sliding out of my chair. Hold on. Good God. Y'all, if I plop out of the screen, it's because I slid out of my chair. All right, hold on. Oh, God. Okay, that's better. I really don't want to slide out of my chair. It would be super ugly. Okay. The Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. And here it is. Ta-ta-ta-ta. It's what I'm reading with right now. It's 149 cards. If I ever come back and focus, 149 cards, a 239-page full-color book. Comes in a keepsake, blah, blah, blah. You can get it on my sites, all my sites, or my Etsy store, or just call me. You can send me the money via PayPal. Okay. All right. So there is, yes, Trent, I can do that. Hold on, you guys. I don't know why I'm sliding out of my chair. But nobody wants that. I'm telling you right now. Nobody. Okay. And if you're wondering why I'm having a hard time, it's because guess who gets to have, stop, Chester? Meatball. I get to have double shoulder replacement surgery. Yay! The effects of steroids for 5 years. There you have it. Okay. Jamie, thank you so much. It's your favorite deck. Anna, thank you. That's so sweet. Okay, so there's all that promo junk. And I'm supposed to tell you to subscribe to my channel too, and ring the bell and tell me that you love this video. Okay, back to reading, because man, I understand the veil is thin, but holy cow, man, there's a lot of people coming through from the other side. Let me see about getting some animals from the other side. Hey, did one of you guys have a thing? Aw, Angel Heart, that's sweet. Did one of maybe this is for you, Trent, because you asked me to help you find your spirit totem or power animal. And before anybody says anything, I understand a lot of people love giraffes. I totally do. I get it. I get it. I get it. But in my deck, giraffe is representative of the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles. It's that old boy sitting on the bench, whack, whack, whack. He's making his pentacles. It's about craftsmanship and mastering a skill and all the rewards that you're going to get from it when you take your time and you do what you... Oh, okay. So you did have a thing for giraffes. Well, let me tell you something. I am Trent, honey. I don't think giraffe is finished with you yet, because the energy is helping you build. Like if you think of the brown patches on a giraffe and their golden color, just of the giraffe itself and how tall they are, how they can see the big picture, and they look fragile until they kick you and you are dead with their first kick. That's why they can take on lions. It's because they kick them and then the lion is just, that's it. And so whatever you want to build, whatever you're working on, you may not even know it yet, but whatever you will be working on, if you'll just keep working at it a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, you're going to grow something you're so proud of. And right now, if I may, I would tell you that I think you're going through a thing where you're just not proud of yourself. Like you're looking around and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm a failure. I'm a loser. I haven't accomplished this. I want to accomplish this. You know, I look like this to people. I this, I that. Is that clear? Hey, Ryan. Hey, Gray. Does that resonate with you, Trent? There's so many people on here. I got to be really careful. I'm in everybody's right energy. I'll be all over the dang place. I'll be reading 10 of you at the same time. Oh, thanks, Eve. Eveline. By the way, Eveline and I are going to do a video together. It's going to knock your socks off, right, Evie? All the way from Holland. Okay, well, while I'm waiting on Trent to tell me whether I'm right or wrong, it's not really about being that. It's really about getting the right message to the right person. That's all I've got to say about the correlation for Trent with his spirit or power animal. Don't give up being fascinated or having a thing for giraffes. Oh, yes, it does, because I literally felt like that yesterday. And because I'm an artist, I have that artist block. Oh, God. You know, one day I'm going to have all the resources in the whole world. And when I come across artists that are like what Trent's talking about right now, I'm going to bring them to my facility and I'm just going to help them get over that artist mentality for free, because the world needs artists. We do. It's like the world needs psychics and mediums and astrologers and, pendulum swingers and tarot flippers and whatever your divination is, crystals or scrying or, it's my party and I'll scry if I want to, because what's the world without that beauty? And artists can see things we can't. Raven was telling me that Pluto is moving into Aquarius, And apparently Pluto's very slow to move. And once it gets where it's going, it stays there for like 283 years or something. I'm looking forward to 283 years of Pluto being in Aquarius, because Aquarians see things that the rest of us can't. They're such visionaries. And I'm not convinced that Aquarius is not a water sign. My God, she holds the waters of life in her jug and she's pouring them out on the earth. What more water sign can you get than that? Than a whale? I mean, honest, or an octopus, like the two most fascinating. Well, okay. And an axolotl. The three most fascinating things in the entire sea. Okay, we got to add mantis shrimp in there. If you guys haven't seen, you guys, here, haven't seen, if you haven't seen the videos where those dumb old rednecks, and I could say that because I grew up here in the South, they're in their boats and they're out there and they get to drinking and they've heard about a mantis shrimp and they don't know little shrimp can blah, 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 blah. And they cast and they find a mantis shrimp and they think it's hilarious to put it in the boat and piss it off and stand near it so it takes a swing at it, and then they cry like they're 6-year-olds and they got to go into emergency care, and sometimes they've got fractures and broken bones because for its size, the mantis shrimp is the strongest animal in the world. There's some kind of metric they go by, scientists do, but it's the strongest animal in the world. That's why you don't see them in tanks, because when they take a swing at a tank, that's it, man. All the rest of the fish, anything else that's in there is going over the waterfall, wee, and that's it. And you may come home to dead dry fish or dead dry crabs or whatever they are. So there we have it. Okay, so back to well, hey, honey, hey, Sabine, is it Sabine? Sabin, women. Okay, I am Trent. Sound note, I've been surprised, surrounded by cats, by my whole life, ever since I was 5 till now. What would this mean? Not to sound like a golden child, but they're so drawn to me and vice versa. Well, I mean, Trent, sounds like you're a cat person. I don't mean to be flip about it, but feline energy, when they're drawn to you, that's no joke, because cats don't normally trust anybody. They don't really like anybody until they do. And there's, as everybody knows, they're super independent. And so I would just say, ask them what they're there to tell you. That's what I do. My animals were acting totally weird the other night. And finally it dawned on me that Gus, the Persian, oh, the Himalayan, there he is. He's only 3, so he's still a little boy, and he loves to dominate everything in the house. He tries to dominate me, and I'm like, no, that's no. And so we might have that dance finished by now, but the other 2 males and then the small female that I have, he'll grab her by the scruff of the neck and try to drag her down the hall like he's a caveman. No, we don't have that here. So I got to talking to him and I was like, what is making you act like Dennis the Menace? And finally he told me, and I was like, okay, well, that's easy to fix. And so we fixed it. And he doesn't do it as much anymore. But I knew it the other night because the dog was like, huh. He hates it when the cats, they never fight, but he hates it when Gus does something he knows Gus isn't supposed to do. He comes and tattles on him. It's the craziest thing. Anyway, so there you go, Trent. And for everybody else that's looking at animal communication or how to communicate with animals, just know that you can. There's no special thing about it. You are an animal. Why wouldn't you be able to communicate with other animals? I mean, humans, well, I can't teach you that. I barely can communicate with them myself. But that's why I talk to dead people for a living, and animals. But communicate with animals? Oh, posh, please. Pish, posh. You could do it today. You could come back. Speaking of which, where's Lois DeWard? She's an amazing animal communicator. And I mean amazing. Okay, all right. I've lost track of who is supposed to get a card. Who's supposed to get a card? Teapot, do you know who's supposed to get a card right now? Hey, Leslie Ann Malik. Oh my God. So, Leslie Ann, I love you too. And if you guys don't know her, go to psychicleslie.com. She's Leslie, are you still doing medical mediumship, medical intuition? I hope so, because she's crazy good, but she's also a crazy good psychic and card flipper. So if you're looking for somebody and I'm booked up or whatever, these are other options. Yes, they are my students, and yes, they are my mentees. But I got a lot of students and I got a lot of mentees, and I only introduced what, 6 or 7 today. What does that tell you? So anyway, Lori, I would love to be better. Well, take my class, Lori. Lori, if you saw the information and you're interested, but there's any, hey, Sylvie, all the way from Canada. Oh, Canada. Um, Ryan, that cannot be possible. We just went through that with the sound thing. Okay, Ryan Flynn, try unplugging what you do and plugging it back in or switching it to another whatever. I don't know. Yeah, Lori, I'm telling you, man, you would love this class. And the stuff that it teaches you about online business, if you wanted to turn your rescue into a business, a small business or whatever, you want to take this class. Yes, you do. Okay. All right. So, Ryan. Now there's another Ryan with no sound. Y'all, Bernetta, hey. I I I got nothing. I can't help with the sound. Everybody else is having sound. I am so sorry, you guys. There might be lag time. Oh, he's back. Okay, there might be some weird lag time that's going on with this broadcast. Hey, Win. Um, that has to do with Restream and nothing else. Hey, can somebody let me know if you guys can see this feed on Facebook, any of my Facebook pages? Because Facebook has done this thing where it's asked me to tell them that I'm really me like 5 times in the last 6 months. It's unbelievable. All right, here we go. Teapot. All right. Hey, Ashley. All right. I'm not sure who I'm supposed to be reading, but I do know that mushroom coffee is delicious. Oh, Steph, that's nice. Hey, Teapot, will you plop the link for the class in here? It's on Whimsa. If you go to the Whimsa shop, it'll read the ARC certification. And that's the other thing, you guys. You get certified in the ARC. So, you know, that's the thing now. If people have their own deck and it's a successful deck, then they are getting people certified in it. And there's nothing like the ARC. So if Mama Bear says you're certified, people should be like, ooh, I want a reading with her or him or they, because it's a lot. 149 cards, 149 animals, all the Rider Waite deck. I won't go into it again, but oh my God, it is Yoda Dawn. Yoda Dawn! Roo! What's up with you, dude? Haven't seen you in forever. Just Jules. Okay. All right. Thanks, Just Jules. You can see me on Facebook. Facebook's being a, you know what it is. Okay. All right, Brina. All right. hey, Cecile. I am totally, okay, Sabine. I'm going to pull a card for you. Are you still here? I hope so. 11:37. What time is it? Yeah, you should still be here. Okay. I just feel like, hey, Don, I just feel like, okay, I'll get it, Teapot, no problem. I don't, Sabine, I'll pull a card for you, but I'm just going to tell you straight up, you're in the, man, you're in the thick of it. I just feel like you're in the deep end and you don't swim real well. Now, what I'm not saying is you're messing anything up. You're a screw up. You've caused this yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that everybody can swim at a different level, and you're in the deep end of the pool going, I can't swim very well. So there's like a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Terry. Um, I I would, I can you let me know if that's right, Savon? I want to make sure. Hey, Kelly. Yes, you are. Okay. So here's what I'm going to tell you about that. I am going to pull a card for you, but oh well, here you have it. Okay, this says it all. So you've got the cow, which is the Empress. She's inverted. Now, when a female, I'm assuming you're a female, when a female gets the Empress inverted, that is never good. And it's not good because you've lost your belief that you are a powerful creator. That's how I see the Empress. She's a powerful, beautiful creator. And in your head, you're depressed. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not diagnosing you. I'm not a medical professional of any kind. Just saying. In your head, you're anxiety, you're depressed, you're this or that. But that's not really real. It's it's a season that you're going through because you don't have a purpose. You have no freaking idea what you want to do with your life. Oh, hey, James Spirit. How are you, honey? You big scam artist? All right, bye. Okay. So, hey, Rhonda. So, well, we are blessed that you're here. Oh my God, please just go away. So, let me know that that's right, because that's kind of a hard thing to hear, but it, it it is that. And so I am Andrea Mancini. I am. Some people love me for being straight up, and some people are like, well, she's gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Probably. I might hurt my own feelings, but I'm not going to tell you that a flock of angels is flittering around your head when I don't see them. And I'm not going to tell you that your grandma is standing behind your right shoulder just because you told me your grandma died. And I'm not making fun of you for saying it like that, but that's how people tell me. And it's always the grandmas. They burst into tears and they're like, my grandmother. And I'm not that person. Unless I can see a collection. One time I saw a collection. I'm going to get back to you, Sabine, but this has to do with actually everybody. One time I was reading this old gal. She was in college because I live in Gainesville. I get a lot of college students. And so she comes in and I took one look at her and I went, so your grandmother collected angels, right? That kid started shaking and had to sit down in the first chair in my office. Scared her to death. She'd never had a reading before. She said, how did you know? I said, didn't you pay me $100 because you hope that I know these things? She goes, well, yeah. And I said, well, we got to talk about your grandma. This lady had 800 angel figurines in her house. Precious moments, those bears that are collectible, plates from this woman was angel crazy. And outside, her whole house was painted with angel stuff. It was amazing. That's what I mean by angels are with you. Okay, so I want to go back to this card and say, Sabine, look, sister, you got to turn the beat around. You can't be like this because when an empress starts to shrivel up and let her goddess energy shrivel up, it is very tough for her to get it back. It is very tough for her to get those chakras healed, get her mojo back, and not everybody's life is how Stella got her groove back. It's just not. And some people stay in that until they die and they come back around. If they decide to do that, don't do that. My feeling, my psychic eye sees you as relatively young, maybe in your mid 30s, maybe cresting 40, but young. And so hey, Gil, I just feel like I, hey, Joy, um, hey, Jessica, hey, honey. Hey, Corby Midline. Woo! My dear, dear, dear soul sister Corby. Now, you guys want some tarot flipped and you want some psychic stuff and you want some mediumship? CorbyMidline.com. You want somebody who tells it like it is. Corby's very New York. Very, very New York, Bubala. And we're both from Jewish families. So, we talk a lot of Yiddish. Then we talk food. And then we talk psychic stuff. And then we giggle and, then we go back to our lives. But I am so glad to see you. And yeah, you guys get a hold of Corby. And she's got this thing she does on, she calls the crow's nest. And she does it on paisanos. It's not paisanos. What's a P thing? Oh, dang, Corby. What is it you do? Oh, thanks, Teapot. Oh, for God's sake. Mazel tov. Thank you. L'chaim. Patreon. Ta-da. And she does this spiritual group on Patreon. I don't know. You can get all the information from Corby. There you go. Oi. So my birthday was the other day and I turned 59, right? It's like all of a sudden my mind went. Anyway, back to the Empress inverted. Sabine. Oh my God. Kevin Jastrzebski, how are you? Hello, Kevin. It is an honor that you showed up for my feed. Did you ever imagine? I've known Kevin for 30 years. He and I were roommates at one time for a few years. There were 5 of us in the house. But Kevin, you have to admit that story about when those people woke us up at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and all this weird stuff happened, and come to find out the lady's first husband hung himself in my bedroom, all the crazy shit that was going on in our house. Yeah, I know you haven't forgotten that. It's the craziest story, you guys. But Kevin Jastrzebski was there to witness it. So, in the spirit, right? So, thank you, Christina. Thank you, Gypsy Nana. Thank you, everybody, for the belated birthday. Happy solar return. Yay. So, I recommend that you make the decision, Sabine, however you say your name. I absolutely advise you to jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Don't let this slide. Wake up today and go, I don't want to be like this anymore. This is not happening. And take control, because it won't take very long for you to get the flow going, get your chakras going again, get them cleared. You get clear and turn the Empress card around and start producing, start building your life. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. You just haven't yet. You've got all these reasons why you can't. None of them are good reasons or real reasons. They're just not. So I hope that is very helpful. Okay. Kevin, let me know if you want a card. I will pull a card for you. I will laugh, but I will pull a card for you. Thank you guys very much. Thank you all. Angel Heart, I know you want a card. You always do. Lori, I know you want a card. Just Jules, I know you want a card. You guys do. There's other people on here that I just don't recognize. I want to make sure that they get what they're looking for. I'm giving out psychic candy today. Hey, Jennifer Baggett. I didn't see your name earlier. It's good to see you. Joy. I keep wanting to say your name is Joy Coyote, but it's Joy Coin, I think. I hope you're still here. Yeah, you should be. You just asked for a card a few minutes ago. And you guys, it's a kind of weird day. No way. Are you guys seeing this? Sabine, who that's why I do my job, is because I already folded it back in the deck. But I'm going blah blah blah, Empress cow to Sabine, and she says, and it's kind of weird that I'm dressed as a cow today. That's like when people say, it's so funny you say that. I'm like, I don't think it's funny at all. I think it's called a psychic tarot reading. That's what I think. And They can't handle the truth. No, you can say mine, but honey, let me tell you, let me tell you something. Say mine. Oh, sweet Jesus, Mother of God. Honey, I am not laughing. I am not laughing at you. I'm not. I'm just laughing at the fact that I just love people ask me why I work with spirit animals. And I'm like, because this is why. What are the odds that I'm going to be pulling out of a 149 card deck the Empress card, the cow card for Sabine? And I'm going on and on and on and on and on, and on about the cow and about the sacred feminine and the mother of this and the blah, blah, blah. And she's dressed up like a cow for Halloween. You cannot make that up. You're watching it here first. And so that's why I do what I do, because the spirit animals are never wrong. They will never mislead you, and they love you. They will stick around even when you're telling them to go or you don't believe in them or F off or it's the wrong. They get it all the time. You're the wrong spirit animal. No, they're not. They're just not the one you wanted. You wanted a rainbow unicorn. You got an iguana. You got a Komodo dragon. See the difference there? So, or a blobfish. Oy vey. But anyway, so I love my job. Anyway, back to Joy Coyote. Joy, why do I want to call you Coyote? I clearly see that your name is Joy Coin. I clearly see that. Or Kanye or whatever it is, like Tarjay. But I just can't stop wanting to call you Coyote. Do you have a thing for coyotes? Do you live out west? Do you want to live out west? I'm so funny, Anna. It's the spirit animals that are funny. So, just as an aside, my sister and I are going through this machination of she owns half a house in a city not far from us, and I want to buy the other half of the house. It's ginormous. It would be better for us space wise, but I'm heartbroken to sell my beautiful home that I have that I've spent 7 years remodeling. But anyway, so when I tell you, she's just coming around to all of this stuff. She kind of believes, she kind of doesn't believe. And so it just the stuff that's unfolding with the animals over and over and over and over. I'm just sitting back going, is my mushroom coffee done yet? Because if ever there was a time in history, it's right now. The animals are in everybody's faces. You guys just have to be willing to see them and see the messages and go with the messages. I bet if I took a list, not the people that I don't know, right? The people that I don't know are going to do this mentorship. And I took a list of people that would be interested in this new mentorship I'm doing. I will bet you it would be 85% of who's watching today, because everybody wants to be closer to their spirit guides, their animal spirit guides, their own animals. They think, well, I can't. Stephanie Reyes told me she wasn't a psychic for 2 years, maybe more like 8 years. She told me she wasn't a psychic. Guess what? She is now. So, there's all that. Jules, first, I'm going to call you out too. Hey, Jessica Scott. Y'all, you got a friend, Jessica Scott, just to see her hair. She makes her hair these colors that are just absolutely stunningly beautiful. I want mine like that. So, anyway, Joy Coyote, I'm going to scroll down. Please tell me you've got a thing for coyotes. Yes. Okay. I'm going to take that answer. Yes, that you have a thing for coyotes. Okay, good. Because here's the thing. Mushroom coffee, a protein drink, and a little bit of creme brulee almond creamer to die for. So I don't really see coyote as a trickster or an omen of bad things. I don't. In recent months, when I'm going to see something ominous for somebody, a literal jackal shows up. Now, I've never had them show up until this year. And I was doing a reading for a friend of mine, and I was like, dude. And I described to him what was going on in the forest. He and I were walking through this dark forest, like, I don't know, in Europe, with the big, like the Black Forest, that kind of thing, on our way to a bakery, I hope. And out in the distance where the sun was just setting, I saw this jackal. And when I tell you it gave me the heebs, I mean, it raised the hair on the back of my neck. In my psychic mind, I put my friend behind me and I said, I want you to stay behind me. Do you see that jackal? And he said, yes. And I said, until I can get the jackal to leave, I want you to stay behind me. That's the mama bear thing, right? So we went through this whole thing and come to find out, without divulging his story, the jackal was so relevant. So where I'm going with this with you, Joy, which is weird because well, it's private, so I can't even tell you. Um, I do feel like Coyote is there for you because you've got to do what I'm seeing is a switch 'em up. And what that means is you're dealing with something like a situation or someone, or a someone and a situation where the person that you're dealing with truly thinks they're the smartest person in the room. And they think they're going to be able to manipulate and fool everybody involved in whatever this thing is. And you're looking back and I see a male involved. I don't know if it's your brother, if it's your husband, or if it's yeah, Raven, I got time. Joan Marie, hey honey. And so you're gonna have to work with, well, you don't have to. Hey Lynette, work with coyote energy to get some of the trickster part in, where I'm trying to find if you've answered me in the telepathic echo. That's very sweet. Thank you. Marilyn Ross, how are you? We have missed you. Oh, I've missed you. Um, I'm trying to. Hey, y'all, if you see that Joy has answered a shadow, if you guys see that Joy has answered any of these questions I had, please just put it in the chat and tell me. I can't find it. But if you'll work with Coyote, Coyote's going to show you the way that you can stay within the boundaries, stay within the law, stay within the rules, but work with those to your advantage to do a switch 'em up just when this joker thinks that they've fooled everybody and they've laid this like unblowable plan. You don't even have to be there or say anything. It's just the stuff that you've set in motion will blow up right in their face because their ego is in the way. I know that's like, what? But I stand firm by it because that's what Coyote is showing me. And I just see you laughing the whole time. Sad that everybody had to go through that because it's just a big fat waste of time. But this person is going to get theirs. You know, I had a friend of mine. I had a situation earlier in the year, and I was talking it over with a friend of mine who runs big businesses and I really respect. And we were talking and she was like, Bernadette, that's enough. That person apologized. They came groveling back. Take the win. And the triple Scorpio in me was like, but they're not smashed into smithereens. There's no scorched earth in their house. They haven't turned to dust and blown away like in the Raiders of the Lost Ark movies. She was like, take the win, you sicko. And so it'll be like that. You'll be like, na 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 na, and as well you should. But just Coyote energy, when you start reading about coyotes, something is going to really resonate with you, and it's going to help you become clear about how to clear up this situation because it's taken too much time out of everybody's life, and I feel like it's business related. But anyway, I hope that's helpful. All right, I don't see your name. God, I hope you heard any of that. But here's the thing, if she didn't, I gotta. Oh, bye, Shelly. Aw, that's really sweet. I'm so happy to be back. I I would tell you that that's probably a message for a few of you in here today. You've just got some stuff going on where you've got somebody who's just really causing drama. They just keep poking the bear, and you got to be the one to close it out. Just close it out, and you'll find the way to fool them, but you're not really, they're fooling themselves. You just get to take advantage of it. Oh, it's like the trash took itself out. It'll be awesome. Okay. Hey, Angie. Happy Halloween. All right, Pendergrass. I'm going to get you a card, girl. I don't see Kevin. If somebody saw that Kevin Jastrzebski wanted a card, let me know. You're welcome. Does that make sense, Joy? All that stuff? Or is it a little confusing? Is it like a little too nebulous? I don't think it is. But oh, for God's sake, Hannah Walker, you suck. Why do people have to do that? Why? He did. I don't know what that is. Okay, Raven. I'm going to set the intention because you didn't tell. Never mind. Here. Really weird. Are you ready for this? Oh, Kevin does. That's great. Thank you. Okay, Raven, this is for you. This is super crazy. That is a lot of energy. And King of Wands and Queen of Swords. Two big cats right in a row. Hey, Lynn, let me just tell you, we could all be here for 2 days, me going on and 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 on about these cats for you. Oh, yes, we could. I'm not, but we could. And you're a reader. You read with this deck. You know, ready. Raven, did you see this? Did you see the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands? Did you see? Jaguar, Tigray. They're great. So, yeah. Yeah, Steph is like, wow. Steph gets it. Now, here's what kills me about this. Please get this. Hey, Rebecca. Please, 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 please get this when I tell you this. Please. She almost never comes out for anybody. And I mean that sincerely. And here's why. Oh, damn it. Here's why. Oh, God. Damn it. If I bounce out with the F word, please don't be offended. I can't help myself sometimes. So, she rarely comes out for someone. Why? Because she represents the arc. She is like the president of the Ark Animal United countries of any animal that lives in any country, because these animals in here are from all over the world, right? So when you talk about her coming out for you, you talk about a call to be a leader in a really powerful way. We just talked about that yesterday. We talk about it every time we talk. But interesting with the Tiger, King of Wands. That's some interesting energy to add in that mix. And I just see it as the male feminine balance. And they're both matched, king and queen, albeit one is wands and one is swords. You've got fire and air. And so you've got the messages that come to you from ether. Some people call it aether. Come to you from spirit, riding on the air, whispering in your soul, in your ear. And then you've got the fire where you can light it up. And I guess I've run out of stuff to tell you. How to do it, why to do it, reminding you, tell me how I can help 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 you. At this point, you've got this big cat energy helping you from the other side. That's no joke. I have got to believe that you've been in somewhat close proximity ish of big cats. They're not what people think they are. They're not. About the first time somebody who's only ever heard a lion roar on television hears a lion roar, they pee themselves. It's the most primal, loud, it will shake your whole body. It shakes the ground. And that's just them saying good morning or hello or yawning. When they're in a fight, it's terrifying. And there's just so much that these cats can do. And you've got Mama Jaguar. She's like the poster child for shamanism. So people that teach shamanism say, I'm of a completely different opinion, but that's a video for another day. And that's short. That is coming shortly. Mama Bear has decided that, like other YouTubers, she's going to just start offering her opinion about things. Can't wait. So, get with the program. I don't know any way else to tell you, Raven, but get with the program and start working with those two big cats and those two particular tarot cards, because something about committing to doing that is going to change everything for you. Everything. Okay, I'm done harping. Okay, I love you. So you're like, yay. All right. So Kevin Jastrzebski, I'm going to set an intention for you. I feel like you're in a decision-making mode about what to do with the next, I don't know, few years of your life, maybe. Maybe even, do you want to stay living where you live? Although financially, I think it makes really good sense. You're in a flux, but you haven't moved any, if that makes sense. Like, you're in the flux in your head, but you haven't made the physical movements forward. Hey, Rebecca. Anna Caruso. Hey, Anna. Hey, Patty. Are you talking about Corby Mitlide, Patty? The lady's name to search, the other psychic? Hey, Elizabeta. All the way from Denmark? Okay, so Kevin, I just hit in the chat and let me know that I'm right. It's like this, what am I going to do? What are my interests? What's going to be happening? Hey, Patty. Me? I don't know what you mean, Patty. My name is Bernadette King, although folks call me Mama Bear. I also want to know, you want to know what animal that you're working with or animals that are working with you. Oh my God, Gail, how are you? I know exactly who you are. Go Tigers. Okay, I'm thinking of my future moves. Yes. Okay. Well, here's the thing. In my psychic eye, I'm really kind of torn, right? Because I want to tell you to move. And I know that you would be happier elsewhere. I just keep seeing water. And I think you'd be happiest by water, like the sea, the ocean, not like an algae overgrown lake. And I didn't even know that a river would make you happy. I think it's really more ocean, seaside kind of related. But there's something about where you're living now that maybe it's just not the time because of the finances. It's like if you just wait a little longer, maybe like a year, and then you move, there's some really good gain that you're going to make financially from the move that has to do with property. Hey, Maureen. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Dawn. So I don't know. I mean, keep looking and see what you want to do, but I would hold off on a move for about a year, at least till the end of next year. Just try that. Because something's going to plop itself right in front of you and you're going to be like, did anybody else see that? No. So jump on it. Jump on it. And make yourself a spin room. Hope you have a spin room. Okay. I feel like, hey, Debbie, I feel like, oh, you like my background? That's cool. I think I got it on Dreams Time. It's totally a green screen, you guys. But I liked it. Looked very Halloweeny. You know that's why ghosts don't have a lot of children, right? They have Halloweenies. I got a million terrible Halloween jokes. I'm just sparing you guys today. Okay. So this is also very interesting. Kevin, zebra almost never comes out for anybody. Ever. It's a little bit of a tough spirit animal, power animal to kind of wrap your head around, because if you don't know a lot about them or even a medium amount about them, they seem like kind of boring little stripy horse kind of creatures. But there's nothing boring about them. They their stripes, the black and white, it means the yin and yang, it means the balance. You could get that. Um no zebras have the exact same stripe pattern. It's like our fingerprints. And they really do have a lot of horse energy about them. Smart as a whip, fast as can be, and just really, they're just cool. They're just cool animals if you if you want to get to know them. And the other thing is, they they really are markers of self-acceptance. I always, when I see the zebra card, it always reminds me of the folks that have that thing where um, they have ethnic skin of some kind, darker skin, but they've got the big white blotches on them. I don't remember what that is. Yes, symmetry, Christina. I don't remember what that's called, but there are a lot of people that have that. And it is it reminds me of that, because it's got to be tough when you're growing up to have that skin issue in the different parts of your skin. Kids can be cruel and all that kind of thing. But that's it. Vitiligo. Thank you, guys. So I know, well, I don't think you have vitiligo, but I also haven't seen you in 30 years. But I feel confident you're still wearing a derby and listening to Frank Sinatra, though. So, some of the best times of my life. We got ourselves into more damn trouble. Kevin, remember the guys that used to come over from the nuke school, the nuclear power program? So anyway, I just feel like even after all these years, there's some self-acceptance stuff that you're working with, and you're not all the way there yet. You're feeling maybe a little not great about yourself, or like you're going to spend the rest of your life alone because you're this, you're that, the other. And it doesn't have to be that way, because it's not that way. So I I hope you're listening to this, and I really do hope you take this to heart, because you're a doll baby and you're a cutie pie and you're a good catch. And there's just no reason that you should not have that steady partner that you want. You may not have always wanted that person, but you do now. I just feel like you're feeling a little isolated and lonely. But the loneliness is starting to really upset you, because you don't feel like, for whatever those reasons, and self-acceptance, whatever is going on in the self-acceptance, non-self-acceptance world that you're working with, is preventing you from finding or opening up to somebody really fabulous. And that person is out there for you. That's not a coaching, that's a real, like I tell people sometimes, in this lifetime you're not going to have a second husband or a second this or a first this or a whatever. I tell people that. But I feel like they could. Rumi says that your job is not to seek love, but to remove all the blocks to it. And I just think that's the most profound thing about anybody. Could it tell anybody about how to bring love into their life? But that's my opinion. You know me, Kevin. I got a million opinions. So I hope that's very helpful. And okay, so your emojis. Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing because it's wrong, or are you laughing because it's right? I can't believe you still remember that. Racist baby. Oh my god. Ugh. Oi, I'll tell you guys stories one time. I'll I'll change every I will change everybody's identity or I will get thrown into jail. That is for sure. The Navy. Oh, it was the Navy. Yeah, but it was still the nuke program. Those poor boys were so God, they just wanted to get through the nuke program and be nuclear engineers. It was hard. I was bartending at the bar right in front of the nuclear program. So every single night, all the boys from the nuclear program and all the boys from Mayflower Moving would come in, and I would tend bar till God knows what time. It was a lot of fun. Never drank so much in my life. Had to get out of that. Almost got married several times. Okay. So all right, Kevin. So there was some heavy stuff in there. I'm pretty sure I'm right. It's not about being right, but I hope that you're getting the message because, like I said, you're a love, you're a doll. There's no reason for you not to have that exchange, be giving love out and being able to take love in. So just you go. There you have it. Okay. Um, what did Joan Marie do? What's happening, Joan Marie? Oh, I know that quote from Rumi. The first time I read it, I don't think I spoke for like 5 hours. I was like, it just makes too much sense. Okay. All right. You're very welcome, Kevin, anytime. Also, let me know if you've heard from Lobster. She just disappeared. She's like gone. Um, okay. Who else wants messages? Everybody does. Kay Cannon. Whew. Hey, Jesse. Kay Cannon, I'm really drawn to you, not in that weird way that the bots are that are like, I'm drawn to you, inbox me for a reading and then pay me $500 for a fake candle. But, oh, of course, Joan Marie, I love you too. Ricky Lynn Pittman, Tinkerbell. Hey. Okay. So going back to, what the hell's her name? Kay Cannon. All I can see in front of me is you running like in real runners, like competitive running wear, and jumping over these hurdles like they do in the Olympics or the regionals, or where they put one leg behind them and they're like flee over the hurdles. Do you run? Do you teach running? Do you want to go into the Olympics? Were you at the Olympics? Um, what there's something about running. Okay, I'm going to keep the chat here because there's like 4 people in a row that want a card and I want to give it to them. I want to give everybody a card. Hey, from South Carolina. So let me know if I'm in the right energy, okay, Kay Cannon? There's something connected with running with you because I feel like I'm out of breath. Hey, Angela. I feel like I'm out of breath, but I also feel like I'm in really super good shape and my muscles are toned and obviously that is not the case right now. But hey, Tammy. So, Angela, yay. And so there's something about that and the running portion. Oh, hold on. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Sandra. Tammy. Okay. I hope you're getting this. And I don't know if it's literal or it's metaphorical that you really are just running and you're jumping hurdles right now. But man, you're really graceful at it. Like when I look at the visualization of you running competitively, I just see this beautiful, beautiful movement. So beautiful it could be considered dance, but it's running. You have any idea what I'm talking about? Kay Cannon? Are you even here? Oh, okay. I want a track and field event. Okay, there you have it. Okay, so that's why they call it being psychic. You saw it here first. Okay. So and here now's a really good time to tell you, Teapot, if you'll share the um, link to the mentorship. Please, y'all, if you want to read tarot, if you want to build your business online, if you want to do animal communication, if you want to talk to spirit animal guides, if you want to do what I'm doing today, then please take this course. Please, 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 please. And just call me if you need to talk about it or you're not sure, you're whatever. I will explain you everything because I'm the teacher. So that track and field thing. Oh, I was a kickboxer, Zumba instructor, very athletic. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So the idea is for you to stay that way, but make that apply to everything in your life. And I see you working with cheetah energy. I see you very leaned out, running like a mofo, just very, very lean and very graceful. And I see the cheetah getting to a tree and going right up that tree. So I don't know if you work in corporate America or what this is that you want to go to the top of. So for instance, I own my own business. And in a way, I'm competitive with other sites. No, well, no other site does what I do because they don't do the spirit animals. Biddy does tarot, Labyrinthos does tarot, Colette Baron Reed does oracle cards, James Holland does this, that, the other. I mean, everybody's got and what's that guy? Alberto Villaldo. He's got a shamanism gig going on with his partner. Um and so it it's a matter of I push myself every day to get to the top of the game because I know what that is. I don't talk to the other people that I mentioned, but I can look at their business model and I can track their traffic to their websites, know how many people are going to their websites, do an extrapolation of a percentage of how many of those people are signing up for classes or doing this or joining their memberships. And I can tell you in a roundabout way how much money they make a year. And I know I'm close. So I'm talking about you, whether you own your own business or you work for corporate America, there's something about climbing that tree that Cheetah is working with you with and wants you to know about. You have any idea what I'm talking about? I know you do. I think hey Georgia, I think it's necessary that everybody knows their spirit animal. That's an opinion, not a fact. Okay, I can't see. Hey, if Kay Cannon answers me again, somebody let me know. Hey, Leslie, of course I will. Um, okay. I don't want to wait. I don't want to take up time waiting for Kay Cannon to answer me because I know the chat is going, oh, bye, Eveline. Meatball. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. So, Meatball, give it a rest. I am sorry, you guys. He was really quiet for most of the day. Okay. So, right, she's not responding yet, but the thing about it is let me just tell K Can and then I'm going to move on. Does Meatball have a message for us? Yes, bark at everything you hear outside. So I love dogs too when they listen. So I love everybody when they listen to me, humans included. Sad but true. Okay. Um. Oh, you're in healthcare. Okay. Well, if you're wanting to climb the corporate ladder in healthcare, let me tell you, it's going to work greatly for you, and it will work even better for you and faster for you if you will look up everything you can look up on cheetahs and learn everything about them and start to align your energy with cheetah energy so that you can, it's almost like if you're in a meeting or a situation or whatever, you're like, ask yourself, what would cheetah do in a metaphorical way? Now, you're not going to jump on somebody and rip their throat out, I don't think, but it's just it's that kind of thing, you guys. I apologize greatly for the dog, but it would take me longer to go put him up in the bedroom than it would for just to wait him out. Okay. All right, so let me get through everybody else who was like, I want a card. So okay. Mm. One more thing, K Cannon. You are resisting climbing up the ladder. I don't know why. You're resisting it. You've already been talked to about it. You know you're supposed to do it. But for some reason you're like, I don't wanna. But you should. Be the best decision you ever made. And you will shoot up that ladder like a cheetah going up a tree. Okay, there you have it. All right. Okay. Casper, I want a card. Well, it's nice to meet you, Casper. God dang, take a girl to dinner first, man. Okay. Boxers are great. Really? They're Velcro dogs, number one. Number two, they don't listen. They're the most stubborn animals in the world. I want my Chihuahua back. Okay. Hey, Nancy. Thanks, Teapot. Hey, Angela. All right, let me go back. So, Gypsy Nana, Leslie. Who else? Steph Reyes. Y'all know my memory is for shite when I'm doing psychic work because I'm in psychic land. Ah, Joan Marie. She wants a card. Of course she does. That's weird. Joan, have you been thinking about me a lot lately? Because this is not about me, but it kind of is. That's the card that just came out for you, and that's the shirt I'm wearing with the ravens on it. Now, Raven in my deck is the Magician, and it is magic to the magic nth degree. So something's going on, Joan Marie, with you, with maybe thinking that your power to do the magic or to draw the magic down from the heavens, the energy down from the heavens, is not with you now, but it is. You've just got to access it. You've just got to access it psychically, mentally first, and then it will fuse into your body. So, oh, okay. K Cannon, I have a problem with believing in myself. I'm really sorry to know that, because I got to tell you, whatever they're trying to get you to go to or to do or to climb the ladder with, you'll be so good at it and you won't be in that position very long. I see it like a skipping stone on the water. You get there, but very quickly you skip to something else, and then you skip to something else, and the next thing you know, you're up to be sitting on the board of directors. Now, don't take that literally, but you might. But you'd be way, way, way up there. So I don't know what you got to do to be able to believe in yourself, but get going, because you are wasting time. Quit doing that. Um, aw, Joan Marie, that's sweet. But I mean, like, for real thinking about me and your own magic, your own lots of stuff. Oh, happy birthday, Lauren. Hey, Cammy. All right, I want to give everybody a card. All right, Joan Marie, let me get you another card. Although I really still think working with the Magician card and Raven is a big deal for you. It is not the card I would expect to come out for you. But here I sit wearing this shirt, and here that card comes out for you. There's something going on. Oh, okay. That makes better sense. You know, this card has come up twice, and I didn't bring it forth the first time because in my gut it was like, I don't think that's for her. But I do think it's for you, and I think it's a mom and a baby, and they're pigeons, and people are kind of confused by that card. They're like, "Well, why would you have that card in there?" Well, it goes in the moms and babies pack, the extension pack of the arc, and all of the 12 cards that are in there are of different animal moms and their babies. One of them is a discus fish with all these little discus baby fish floating around it. It's the cutest damn thing you ever saw. My favorite is the rat holding the baby rat. It's just the sweetest, kindest, most compassionate. Oh my God. So when I take a look at pigeon, I always think about flying home or being home, because so many pigeons were bred to be homing pigeons. They were bred to carry messages through the wars to people. That's how we got messages all around during the Second and the Third World War, or the Second and Third World War, was using animals sometimes, and pigeons for sure. So, unfortunately, millions of them were killed that way, but that's a story for another time. So, I Man, this is just going to sound so generic, but I swear it's not. It's just like you take care of everybody else. You are mama to a lot of people, even if they're your age or maybe a bit less of your age. People just gravitate to you to get strength from you, and by the time they leave, it's like a vampire, man. You are sucked dry. Do you know what I'm talking about? I I just feel like, Lauren, you drew the Raven card. That's crazy. Crazy. But I just feel like you've got to treat yourself like a kid. What would you do for a child that's going through the things that you're going through? What would you do? How would you make it better for them? And so I often suggest to people, they're like, how do I heal this? And how do I heal that? And how do I heal whatever? And I'm like, pretend you're a kid. What does that mean? Like, pretend you're a kid. See the stuff that you want to heal and pretend you're a kid. How would a kid handle it? Because that's what got damaged. Your future self and your child and your ancestral line. You want to start opening up all those cans of worms? All those? Come on now. No, you don't. But you might some. Hey, if you guys haven't seen Joan Marie's art, by the way, oh my God. You got to see this woman's art. It is next level, otherworldly. One day I'm going to get a spirit animal portrait from her. One day. Today's not that day. She's booked up, but uh, oh my God. Teapot, if you have it, if you put Joan Marie's Hey Angie, I will get to you. Um, I if you put a link to Joan, I think it's joanmarieart.com. It's insanity, and she has her own deck. Oh, it's covered under a bunch of papers, but it's called Only Love, Love Only, Only. I don't know. I pull a card from it. Oh, there it is. Sorry, hold on, y'all. Good night. Oh my God, I'm slipping out of my chair again. Hold on. Good gravy. Hold on. Okay. What is that all about? Okay. And there we go again. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. 1 second. Okay. Hey, Linda. God. I almost slipped out of my goddamn chair. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Joan's deck is Only Love. It is so beautiful. It's got animals, it's got goddesses, it's got fairies, it's got it all. Check it out. So I just feel like, Joan, that there's something going on there with you where it's time for Joan to have somebody take care of Joan. Now that makes a lot of sense. You know, you're a caretaker for a couple different things, a couple different people. But that's not the same as making it happen. Knowing it and making it happen, those are two very different things. And all I can feel is you're just tired. It's like if you could lay down and sleep for 3 days, that would be awesome. And if there's a way that you could do that, if you could get away for a long weekend or do something where it's you just rest, you just, that would be the greatest thing ever, 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 ever. Okay. Um, I really hope that's helpful. And I'm telling you, I would work with pigeon energy and I would work with raven energy, the magician card. I don't see her come out very often for people. And I find it very interesting that, again, you and I are really connected. I'm wearing this raven shirt and poof, out of 149 cards, pops the raven. I'm just like, that's interesting. Okay. I love you, Joan Marie. Yes, I do. All right. Who said they got skipped? But they really didn't. There's just so many people. You guys, I really appreciate you coming to get your readings and support me and the channel and the animals. I appreciate it more than I can say. Truly more than I can say. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Hey, Kelly. Jasmine Savidra. Angie Graves. All right, Angie, I'm coming right now. Card for you. And then for Leslie Malik. You guys, I got 2 minutes. So you're going to have to, I'm going to start, I'll be on regularly now. So today's Thursday. I'm thinking I'll be on next Tuesday before that free class. I've got a free class I'm giving, well, four free classes before the end of the year. And they're, the people that get to take them are the people that sign up for the mentorship. So I'm going to say this again. If you've ever wanted to have your own tarot business, your own psychic business, your own whatever animal communication business, but you're afraid that you can't make a living at it, or you don't have the chops, or you don't have the gift, please take this mentorship, because by the time you're at the end of it, you're going to be light years ahead of what others are who even have had their businesses for a long time. I actually know a person who has spent at least $150,000 trying to get her online presence to get going. and it's been a waste of every dime. So she finally came to me and she said, "What would you suggest?" And I told her, and she didn't do it. She just wanted to go her own way, and that's fine. But here we are a year and a half later, and she's spent more money and made no progress. Don't be that person. There are ways to doing things. There's your way, which I'm sure is a fabulous way, but you got to incorporate that into the tried and true ways. And that's how you build a business. So, and especially a business online. And if you want to do animal communication, don't stop at taking classes. Because what's her head, my buddy? Oh, sweet Jesus. I can see her face in front of me plain as day. She's teaching classes for Sounds True now. I can't think of her name. Anyway, she teaches animal communication. She's a great teacher, but she doesn't teach animal communication for them on the other side in terms of spirit, totem, and power animals. It's a very different experience, very different skill. Anyway, there's that. Okay, Angie, I'm going to get you a card and then I'm going to have to wrap it up. Give me 1 second. Angie, I don't know why, but I feel like job is something you want to know about today. Is that correct? Angie Graves, where are you? I see your purple hearts. Okay. Lori. Wait, whose birthday is it? Oh, you guys, I gotta go. I got a meeting. Okay, I promise whoever's birthday it is today, if you will please just Facebook me. I know we're friends online. I know we are. Just Facebook me, and later this afternoon I will get you a card. Okay, Angie, you've got your job on your mind. Girl, you've got the Firefly card. You are going to shine, shine, shine all over the world. Who can name that? I can't hold a tune right now. Barry Manilow, just so you know. So, Lauren Goldman. Okay, great. All right. It's the Six of Wands. Angie, I want you to look up the Six of Wands and I want you to read everything you can about fireflies because I'm serious. You're going to shine. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let them know that you, oh my God, with the spam already. Angie Graves, you're considering the mentorship, but not sure it's for me. That's why we set a time to talk, Angie, so we can find out together if it's right for you. Okay. That was the one you got when you were pulling the cards about it. You're telling me. So you're telling me you pulled the cards and you got the firefly also. I pulled a card for you and I got the firefly, not knowing that you'd pulled a card and gotten a firefly. That's why they call it being psychic. That's why I tell you guys the spirit animals are never, ever, 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 ever wrong. And now you know. I mean, I'll still talk to you, Angie. I'd love to talk to you, but I'm telling you now, the mentorship is right for you. This just proved it. Girl, she's like, okay. You're so cute. I love it. Well, listen, it's magic. It's just, this is why I do what I do. I've got the greatest job in the whole world. Okay. All right. So, okay. If it's money, people, just tell me. Just tell me. That's all you got to do is tell me. Okay. Janet, I thought we already were friends on Facebook. How about you find me and send me? I will never remember. Okay. And then, oh God, I can't remember whose birthday it is, but I got to pull you a card real quick because I have got to go. I'm late to this meeting. Lauren Goldman. That's who it is. Well, that's super interesting. Lauren, you got the Scorpion. If your birthday is around this time, that means you're a Scorpio. So something about being a Scorpion, a Scorpio, I think you don't embrace all the traits, meaning I don't know you really well. I mean, I kind of know you on Facebook, but I would tell you that you are not. I keep hearing she's not stepping up to the plate. She's not stepping up to the plate. And what that means is Scorpios that hide their head in the sand, they have a worse time of it than any other sign that will hide their heads in the sand until things get really, really, really bad and somebody yanks them right out of the sand. You can't do that. Scorpios can't do that. It goes so much worse for us. Believe me when I tell you. So there's something about what you're supposed to be doing, you're not doing, and you should be doing. I don't know what that is, but you do, because I think it might even consider leaving one job to go to another, and you are scared to death to do that. Scared. Don't be scared. Just don't. And stop letting people walk all over you like you're a doormat. You're no doormat. I feel confident that you know what that message is about don't let people walk all over you. Correct? Okay, I don't know, but I don't have. Oh, there she is. I don't have the time to sit and wait. So, you're welcome, Lori, and you're welcome, Angie. And so I will tell you that. Yeah, I do. It's bad habit. Okay, y'all, I have to go. I'm late to this meeting, and other people are waiting on me. So I'm gonna go. But Lauren, please, I'm begging you, look up the Scorpion card, look up Scorpio, and then read all about the Nine of Wands, because I feel like that's the situation you're in internally right now. I don't know that there are people on the outside coming at you. I think you're coming at yourself. And just the sheer volume of negative self-talk that I hear in there, you are killing me. Don't stop. Just stop it. Because none of it's true. Absolutely none of it is true. You could tell me anything you want, and I would be able to see what's really there, and the script would be flipped on you within seconds. You're just choosing to see things that actually are not there. So quit hallucinating. Quit making things up. Don't there's no reason there's no reason to make things up to make yourself feel badly, or make yourself feel like you're not going to achieve, you're never going to be anything, do anything. None of that's true. You think it is, but it's not. So I hope that's helpful. I know that's a lot, that's a lot to take in, but the veil is very thin. I love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up today. Yeah, this makes me so happy, and it's not about me, it's about you guys. So I hope, I'm so sorry everybody that I didn't get to, but I will next week. I will be on. And so I also have my membership portal starting, and I'll be doing readings live once a week for the members, only the members. So look for that to come around. So she's been saying for a year and a half, but it's true this time. Well, it always was true. I just didn't get to it yet. So I love you guys. And what do I always say? Do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild. And somebody find me a Chihuahua. I love you guys. Take care. Have a great Halloween. A great, great, great Halloween. And get all the candy that you can.